The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's Escape from Höll. Welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. Today's game is called Escape from Höll and it's by the developer called Donswelt. Let's load it up because it's got a cool splash screen and it's got a rather nice title screen. I always like a good title screen. So this is a single screen shoot 'em up with a kind of hellish dark fantasy theme, which I appreciate. And yeah, I wanted to show you it today because I think for such a simple game, there's a lot of cool little details and additions which really make it worth a look. So let's look at the description before we get into things. So this is Donswelt's new game, also known on itch, by the way, as Torsten. Check out their itch page, link in the description, I suppose. So, you are Grun, a demon from Höll who wants to escape it. Apologise for my bizarre pronunciation. I think that's how you pronounce German words with the umlaut, but what do I know? Anyway, shoot other demons and their blood will move the elevator upwards. You can shoot in 5 directions and there are 5 types of enemies. There are 12 different bonus items to help you along the way, like bullet time and smart bombs. Yes, this is a very simple game to get started with. It's just a single screen shooter. You shoot enemies that constantly attack you. It's the power-ups, which are what I wanted to show you, and all the different variety in the enemies that really make a really fun arcade experience. So let's give it a look. Now, you can see we've got simple movement left and right, and we can aim in 5 directions. You'll notice floating above my head, there's a little ammo count there. We don't have to worry about running out of ammo, but we do have to worry about reloading our demonic pistol, because that takes a little bit of time where we can't be shooting. Try as you might, shooting those little bats I don't think seems to do anything. That's a little bit of a shame, but yeah, maybe I should just leave the bats alone. Anyway, to start with, we get harassed by these marauding green enemies. They just come from the left and the right of the screen. As we get further in, as you can see now, that was nicely timed, wasn't it? We get these different enemies that attack us from above. There are 5 enemies in the game. Each one adds... Oh no! Oh, did I lose my gold? Each one attacks you in a different way. You can't just... Oh, I am doing appallingly badly here. I think I might start this again. Yeah, each enemy that attacks you forces you to kind of move around, dodge. Oh, terrible. Yeah, the enemy variety adds a lot to the gameplay. Now, as you can see, it's quite a unforgivingly difficult game if you are rubbish at shooters, so beware. However, the power-ups help a lot. Each run through the game, you'll get different power-ups. They seem to be fairly random how they drop. Sometimes you can get quite a lot, other times you could be waiting for a while, and you never know which ones you're going to get. And the power-ups do change the game quite a bit. And the cool power-ups as well. Let's see, hopefully we'll get the shot power-up, which really helps. Each time you start a game, there's a little hint at the top there, which that one was, the hint was, use a controller. And yeah, I would agree, you need to play this game with a controller. What do we get then? Reload, speed up, and multiplier. Nice. Hopefully we'll get a big score on this one. We'll see if I can manage not to die. So you'll notice the lift does stop moving if our slaughter and our carnage slows down. So you've got to make sure you're constantly shooting everything that's on the screen. You want to be doing that anyway because, you know, you're quickly going to get overwhelmed. Now, we are lucky there we got the shot power up. That helps a great deal. Small bonus as well. I think they add to your gold. Yeah. Now, one thing that you do need to be aware of, which happened to me a lot in the last game, when you get hit, when you lose a life, you see a skull flies out from the top, and that turns into your gold. If you don't pick up that gold, it will disappear and your score is going to be ruined. You've got to make sure that you pick up that gold. Donswelt says in the on the Pico 8 website that that's a little kind of a tip of the hat to Elden Ring, which yeah, all those kinds of games, Souls likes, love forcing you to go and pick up the stuff that you have dropped. Not my favourite game mechanic, but I think in this one it's not too bad, seeing as you're just on one screen, so I can forgive that. One thing that I would say that I think does spoil the game a little bit... Oh, we got the power-up from the last game in that one. One thing that does spoil it a little bit, I think, is the fact that, as far as I can tell anyway, there isn't a way to shoot without moving, especially for firing diagonally. I think it would really help, and it'd make the game a lot more fun, I think, if you could kind of fix yourself in place and then kind of it made the diagonal shots a lot easier, especially when you're fighting the flying enemies later on. Being forced to have to kind of be moving forwards to fire diagonally, that does kind of spoil things a little bit. I think that would be a nice addition to make to the game if I was going to make any additions. But other than that, this is a really cool game. It's a fairly simple single screen shooter, but there's so much variety in the power-ups. Really nicely designed enemies. There's a cool theme as well. This kind of like demonic, dark fantasy theme is very cool to see. You don't often see it on Pico 8. A lot of Pico 8 games, I suppose because of the pixel art style. Here we go, a break. And we get some cool music. Yeah, a lot of Pico 8 games with the pixel art style do tend towards kind of cutesy graphics. Pico 8's very good at that. But it is nice to see a different style of game. So yeah, I appreciate that. Anyway, that that break power up, I do appreciate it. The little cool bit of music there. Any enemies on the screen whilst it's paused, stay on the screen, but lets you kind of pick them off. And lets you just chill out for a little bit. Fairly simple music in the game. We've just got a couple of short loops, but they're effective. I'm getting so many breaks in this one. Yeah, it's nice to see some original music in a Pico 8 game. I always appreciate that. And even if it is just a couple of short loops, if it adds to the atmosphere of the game, that's what it's... Oh no, what was that? Was that... Oh, I think it was just a smart bomb, wasn't it? Yeah, if the music adds to the atmosphere of the game, then it's doing its job, in my opinion. Oh, I didn't realise how many lives I had left there. Quite a nice touch that I like is when you get hit, you do get a little bit of slow down, kind of like, sort of like bullet time. That's nice. It does help kind of, it does help you recover after you've been hit, because it is very easy to get overwhelmed. So, like I said, it's those little touches like that which I think really add to the polish of this game. Anyway, let's realise the lift is going the wrong way now. It's a fairly short game. I think I've showed you everything I want to show you about it. What you need to do now is go and play this game. So, I'm playing the game through Splore. You can search for in Splore. Splore doesn't seem to like the O with the umlaut on. So, yeah, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to search for it. At the moment, it's in new cartridges. The other way, probably the best way to play it will be to go onto itch, where you can play the game on the itch website, or you can download the Pico 8 cart and load it that way. And yeah, check out Donswelt's other games. I'm going to be giving some of those a look myself. It's got quite a few things on there. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy Escape from Höll. Go and give it a look. Anyway, cheers for watching. Thank you again, and I'll see you very soon.